Hi everyone, Farmer Kate here from Cannon Hall Farm. Now, you probably recently got introduced to Milo, our little pygmy goat, on the TV recently, and we're going to have a little bit of a catch up about him. Now we can finally talk about him. You probably know his whole story by now, but he has been with us several months, so we're going to check in and see where he's living at the moment. Hey gang, come on. Good girl, Annie. So this is Milo, and I'm so pleased we can finally share with you him, just because look how cute he is. So he's not like any of the other pygmy goats we have. He's got kind of an unusual pattern all along his back legs and everything, with his tan colours, this dark brown, and of course this white patch with some spots, which is super cute, in my opinion anyway. So Milo, you probably heard about all of his backstory and things, but in the months that we haven't been able to talk about him, he's kind of been in the pen behind me. So I really didn't want Annie and Rob to accidentally injure him. He couldn't live with any of the other pygmy goats and stuff because they were all kind of grown up at the point we got him, because all of our lambs had like grown up, all of our goat kids were growing up. Annie was the youngest one we had, like being bottle fed. So what we did, we penned him up in there so he could have like the company of other animals but still be kept safe. And finally, it was like the big moment to introduce him to his friends, which I was really nervous about, especially Annie being, she'd obviously want to play with him, but whether she'd want to play with him in a rough way that would like cause him some injuries, I was a little bit nervous. But thankfully, you were well behaved, so I was very proud of you. So he is still being bottle fed at least 3 times a day. Annie is so big, she's actually been weaned now, so she gets a little bit jealous sometimes, but as you can see, she doesn't need any extra milk from us. It was quite unusual how Milo ended up here at the farm. So kind of one morning I got a call from Farmer Rob saying there was a pygmy goat coming down, and you know, could I greet them and look after him and see what I thought? And I was like, yes, of course I can look after another little one. So that's not something that usually happens, but when he arrived, I got to meet the lovely ladies who kind of rescued him and kind of found out his full backstory, which was a strange situation. He was abandoned by his mum, having kind of wandered onto some land that wasn't hers to give birth on, and then took one of her kids back home with her, leaving little Milo. And the way kind of the bonding process after birth works is she wouldn't have then accepted him back after kind of leaving him, really. So these lovely ladies did absolutely the right thing and kind of called the vets for some advice, and they had some multi kind of animal colostrum on hand that was suitable for pygmy goats. So they gave that to Milo, did absolutely all the right things in seeking advice, but they weren't able to keep him kind of long term. So we got contacted asking, you know, could we take him on and rear him? And it's been a little project for us here, but it's been very rewarding. This is a strange trio here, having a little alpaca, a boa goat and a pygmy goat, but it kind of was the best thing for them because these are all our youngest bottle-fed animals and they needed each other's company, really, and they do enjoy playing together. I'm very proud how Milo kind of stands up for himself, especially with Annie. Long term, we're going to have to think about the future of these three. So Annie may well be joining our boa goat breeding females to have kids of her own. Milo, we're going to have to make some decisions about, because at the moment he's an intact male. So that means, like, if he was to remain an intact male, he could only visit the ladies at certain times of the year. So that's just something we're going to have to think about. And then little Rob, our alpaca, we'll have to think about, should he go onto a herd of alpacas of his own, really. But rearing Milo has been really rewarding for all of us, just because it's the time of year we never really bottle feeding animals. So to come in and to see this little face every morning, it's been really nice to come into. It's been a really good experience as well. You might have seen myself on the TV. Really something I never would have expected to happen, but I hope you enjoyed watching it anyway. I did have a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of fun working with this little cutie here. So I'm going to pop him down, let him play with his friends for a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of full introduction to him, and I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more of him in the future. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye! Are you saying bye, Milo? Do you want to go play with Annie? Go on then. Good boy. Go on. Good play. Good lad. Yeah.